Everybody doing? It's been a while, it's been a long time, but it's very really good to make a video and catch up with you guys and see how everybody's doing. I've been doing good. I'm trying to make a video before I go into work. Um, I've been very busy. Um, I've been around. I've been just running from place to place. School, work, family. It's all been just a big, huge, you know, big, huge squabble of things to do, and I just haven't had time to make a video. Um, However, I just wanted to update you guys on things. So let's go ahead and start off. Now, if you are subscribed, not subscribed to me, but well, if you are subscribed to me and you do follow my social medias, my Facebook, my Instagram, and stuff like that, you would know that I just recently got my tickets for Texas. Um, and the good part about it is I thought I was gonna buy them. I was planning on buying them, but my mother actually bought them for me. So, you know, I guess that's a plus. But yes, I will be there from June 26th to August 7th. Do I plan to vlog or do I plan to do any kind of videos? I want to, but we'll see how that goes because I'm really not sure if I'll have time and I'm really not sure how they feel about being on camera. I don't really know them, like I seen, so I don't know how they will feel being on camera or me videotaping our excursions. So we will have to see about that. Um, but there's a couple things that I'm just really excited to figure out, really excited to kind of experience. I don't know how this trip is gonna go. It could go any kind of ways, um, but I hope the best for it all. Am I nervous? Yes. Am I worried about what I might encounter? Yes. Am I worried that maybe there's certain things that will not happen? Yes. But am I overall excited? Yes. Um, I'm just ready to kind of see what is waiting for me there. Um, the other one situation that I was going through that really had me down, that I was going through for about a month, has been solved. So my stress level has gone down. I'm not as stressed as before. Um, so I'm really excited. I believe I'm gonna go back up to the DMV area over before I go to Texas. So I will probably go up to the DMV area in May, like beginning of May, middle, and then like after May, I'll probably go back to my parents' house and stay with them until I go to Texas, just so that they can see me. So yeah. One good thing about my flight is the fact that you know how a lot of flights are in the morning. They're like really, really early in the morning. And I think those are usually flights that take a long time. Like I know when I went to Japan, my flight was like, my mom went with me, but our flight was like 6 in the morning. We had to be there and depart. And that was like a lot. So, well, I'm not gonna say it was a lot, but it's just like, it's a real, time to be somewhere. But however, my flight leaves. I don't have to be to my flight in Texas. Like, of course, I'll be leaving from Raleigh. So, but I don't have to be to the airport until two. I don't depart from the airport until 2 p.m. Now I have to be there, of course, earlier to get my stuff checked through and everything. But I'm saying it's not like it's 6 in the morning. So I have time to sleep, get up, do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll be good. Um, I'm excited. I'm really excited. And even when I come back to North Carolina, um, I don't have to be to the airport in Houston until 4. So I'm really excited for that because that means I get time to do stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be me having to get up early in the morning, do this, do that. You know, it'll just be simple. It'll be a trip where I can have time for things. Sorry, my hair looks so good. But uh, yeah, yeah. Other than the trip, though, there were a couple things I wanted to share. Other than the trip and that other situation, um, so see, this was so much easier like 2 weeks ago. I was gonna say everything that was going on, but I just wanted to update you guys on my family journey. Other than going to Texas, so I was told that so you guys know that picture that I always show you guys, like the picture of my mother and my father. Um, that picture where I'm a baby and I'm in their arms. So, um, one thing I found interesting after talking to my family members was that supposedly my grandmother Eula had that photo in her house, and this whole time, and I didn't know. So when I had posted that photo on Facebook, um, one of my relatives saw it and she recognized the photo because that photo is in my grandmother Eula's house. My father's mother, it's in her house, and she recognized it, and she was like, "Oh wow, I recognize that photo because Eula had that photo in her house, and it was sitting on the on the dresser, or on the dressers on the desk, wherever." And I was like, "Wow!" So my picture of that picture that I've had for so long, they had right on their table, and I never knew that. So thinking about that was and having that, hearing that was really cool because it's kind of like when you think about it, you think about that picture just sitting on the desk or on the dresser, and you know they see that photo and they see you. So they had a picture of me. They had a picture of me when they had some vision of me, but I was a baby. But they had a photo of me. I just didn't know that it was sitting in the house. Uh, they did. That's. I mean, I think what really got me was just that since they didn't raise me, they didn't do anything of that sort, they still had a picture of me. You see what I'm saying? They still had a picture of me in their house. So to me, that just means something. It means a very much to me, and it made me feel really good. You know, now that they're getting to know me, and now that they will see me, they'll have more pictures of me. Still got to send my sister Lisa a whole portrait of stuff, pictures. I don't know when I'll get it to her, but she'll get it. She may not get it till Texas. um, However, other than that, I actually also remember recently talking to um, one of my cousins, another one of my relatives, and I was talking about the mannerisms in the family and the things that we do that I do, and it was so funny because a lot of the things that he pointed out and that he said that we did, or I would ask him some questions, and or some things that I do, and does the family do it? And it was so funny because literally how he explained everything was exactly what I did. Like when I asked him something like, "Okay, I do this. Does the family do this?" He wouldn't just say, "Yes, we do this," but he would explain, like, give examples of, certain situations where it's happened, or where they just do it, or one of the relatives is that did it. And like, for example, I love salt. I love salty foods. I love salt. And the family loves salt. And my second cousin Vernon's daughter, my third cousin, she loves salt as well. And when she was younger, she would put salt on her hand, and she would lick it right off of her hand. And I found that really funny because I did that when I was young. Like, I would lick salt right off my hand and just seasoned salt, regular salt, whatever. Like, I would do that. And it was just funny because I would get fussed out so much in, uh, in my adoptive family. Like, they would fuss at me like, you are gonna get high blood pressure, whatever. You need to stop eating that salt. And I'm just like, but I like salt. You know what I'm saying? You know, I would never do that today, but I still like salty foods. I still eat a lot of salt. Just, it's not like that. I don't lick it off my hand, but I'll eat salty foods. Um, what else? We have a sweet tooth in the family. There was this one time when my cousin Melvin kept posting certain things about having a sweet tooth. And I was wondering what that was about, because I realized that for a long time I have loved sweets. And a lot of times, you know, I always want something sweet. You know, I always want something sweet. Alongside of vegetables and healthy foods, I do want something sweet and salty foods. And I always would catch myself, not just young eating sweets, but especially here on campus, I'd always go downstairs and I'd get Sour Patch Kids or some Skittles or some gummies or um, something like that. Go to Tally Market and get some red velvet cake or something, you know what I mean? Go to Port City Java and get scones, 3 apple cinnamon scones, which is funny because my cousin Vernon loves cinnamon buns and apple bites, cinnamon apple bites. He'll always go and get those. And when I told him that I go to where I work and I get 3 apple cinnamon scones, he was like, yep. He was like, yep, you know, it was familiar. There was a big familiarity in the things that we do. And I felt so connected to that. And I was so, you know, happy that I could be able to have some type of more of a connection with the people I come from, with the things that we do. And it proved to me that bloodline does, in a way, make you who you are. Because these things that I was doing it because, like, I thought I was the only one who did these things. Or, like, I thought I did these things because they were just things I did. These are things that my blood family does. These are things that that runs in the family. So it's something I'm going to do. It doesn't matter if I'm adopted. It doesn't matter if I grew up with another family. These are things that I do because of them. Which it's true. It's true. People want to say, "Oh, my bloodline doesn't define me." You can't. It does, in a way, define you. I mean, it doesn't. Okay. It doesn't define you, but it does make you who you are. So I do believe there's a difference between defining somebody and making something who they are. You could say it's the same. To me, it's different. Yes, it does. I mean, those things, some of those things, you know, were very interesting to me. And I'm going to keep going in depth with these things because I'm going to make, I think I'll have a part 3 to this because I'm running out of time. And there's a lot I want to speak about, but I did want to make another video to let you guys know that I'm still here. I've just been busy, and I'm working on more videos to give you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and head off to work, get dressed, head off to work. I will talk to you guys later when I'm making another part 2, and you guys keep it, you know, keep good and healthy, I guess, you know. Stay strong, go out for what you want. Make sure that you're always pushing and striving for the best that you can do, the best of your ability, and please stay in your genetic research. Always research things in your bloodline and just random people. It's always good to know who you are and your history. And before I end this video, and I think this is where I'm going to start off from in my part 2, is that supposedly my family on my mom's side, were Virginia slaves. Pretty interesting, right?